Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day. And today we're going to be previewing the Houston Astros regular season game 109. That sounds crazy to say. 109 games played so far this season, and the Astros are about to wrap up a 9-game homestand. A 9-game homestand. Look, it hasn't been terrible. Right now it's at an even record, 3-3. The Dodgers series was very bright. Won the first 2 games against the Dodgers. Things looked really good against L.A. Last game didn't look too good in the series finale. And then, of course, we all know how bad the Astros were in the first 2 games against Pittsburgh. But then we saw an amazing comeback on Wednesday to wrap up that series to be 3-3 on the homestand. They had the day off on Thursday, which had to be great for the team to get the day off with the offense struggling recently. And now the Astros wrap up the homestand with 3 games against the Tampa Bay Rays. But then they're going to go back on the road for a while. So it's going to be interesting. I think this is going to be an interesting series for the Astros, especially with tonight. Yusei Kikuchi is going to be on the mound. Kikuchi's going to be on the mound for the Astros, making his Astros debut. I'm interested to see it. I don't know how he'll go out there and do. Now, I am excited to see the offense with it because if he has some struggles early on, I think this offense is going to come out firing early on. I really do. We saw the offense, even though they won and still scored 5 runs in the game on Wednesday, the offense wasn't good. They only had 4 hits. They scored 3 runs because of the countless mistakes that the Pittsburgh Pirates made. It was terrible. The team had 4 errors. Onel Cruz had 3 of those. So it was just really bad. And the Astros really only won that game because of the errors that the Pirates made. If the Pirates don't make those errors, the Astros lose the game 4-2. So the Astros really got lucky that the Pirates were so clumsy, and the Astros, even though they got only 4 hits, still were able to score 5 runs and win the game. So their offense wasn't good in that game. Their offense wasn't great in the first 2 games of that series, and if we're going to go back to the offensive struggling, it really goes back to the end of that Dodgers series on Sunday. We haven't seen the offense, be what they should be since the first 2 games of that Dodgers series on Friday and last Friday and last Saturday. So I'm really hoping and thinking that the offense is going to have a great game tonight. I'm really hoping that they will. It's going to be a little bit of a tough matchup. They're going up against Shane Baz, who, look, he hasn't been great this year, but I mean, he has some solid numbers with a 3.66 ERA. I think that's something that the Astros can definitely deal with, though. Let's talk about the lineup that Joe Espada is putting out there tonight. Jose Altuve is going to be at leadoff, playing second base, of course. Alex Bregman is at 2, playing third base, of course. Yordan Alvarez is playing left field. I believe Yordan in their last game played left, but he might have been. No, Yordan was playing left because the DH was Caratini. DH is Yanner Diaz, so Caratini and Yanner Diaz are flip flopping. On Wednesday, we saw Yanner Diaz catching and Caratini at DH. Now the 2 guys switch. So Yanner Diaz, who's the hottest Astro right now, I don't think we would have won that game without him. And the game on Tuesday was amazing, even though the Astros lost. But he'll stay at the cleanup spot. He's been terrific in that spot this season. Jeremy Pena is going to be at the 5 spot at shortstop, of course. John Singleton's at 6, playing first base. Jake Myers is at 7, playing center field. Victor Caratini is playing catcher, and he will be the catcher for Yusei Kikuchi in the first start for the Astros. And then how about Mauricio Dubon? You have to reward what he did on Wednesday night, the 2-run shot that helped the Astros win the game. Now he'll be starting in right field. So no Chas McCormick, no Trey Cabbage. With those 2 guys struggling, that doesn't look too bad to not have those guys in lineup, and instead have a guy like Dubon, who had some success in that, in the end of that series against Pittsburgh, and hope he can continue that success, because we really saw a bad month from Mauricio Dubon where he only had a batting average of 160 in the month of July. So really hoping that he can continue the hot start. I'm hoping he can continue a hot start into the month of August, like we saw him, in the month of July. So, but that was definitely a great moment in Wednesday's game when Dubon hit the 2-run shot, and he'll be batting ninth in the lineup, playing right field, which don't see Dubon, playing right field often, but it's something that the Astros should honestly thinking about using more with Mauricio, especially if you're gonna have Yordan at left field and you're not going to want to take Jake Myers out because he's so good defensively at center field. And then, you can have Yanner Diaz at DH and Caratini at catcher. I really think the lineup you're seeing the Astros put out tonight is probably the best lineup you could put out there. I like Trey Cabbage and I like Chas McCormick. I think they're two guys who aren't bad defensively, but they're both really struggling offensively right now. And there have been time where we will see Chas McCormick get a little hot offensively, but it's not enough. And I know Dubon had a rough month of July, but got to hope that he can get it going. And with what we saw from him at the end of Wednesday's game, definitely have hope that he could get it going. So, I'm excited for this game tonight. I'm excited for the entire series. I'm going to make a prediction for this game tonight. I'm going to go with an Astros win. I really think the Astros go out there and get a win tonight, but I think Yusei will be good in his first Astros start, but I think the main reason why the Astros will win will be their offense tonight. I'm going to predict that the Astros go over 5 runs in this game. I think they could get in the area of 7 runs in this ball game. I think their offense, they definitely are, in need of that right now, and definitely could go out there and do that. We'll see if it happens, though. It's something that the Astros haven't scored that amount of runs since the Dodgers series when the Astros scored 7 runs on Saturday. So the Astros haven't been scoring a lot of runs, of only one game in their last 4 games. So I'm hoping the offense gets hot tonight, and I think that will happen. But I think the offense will get hot. If I have to make a prediction for Yusei Kikuchi, I'm going to say that in his first Astros start, I'm going to say he goes 6 innings, maybe around 6 innings, and I'm going to say he gives up 2 or 3 runs in his first outing. That isn't bad. It's not great. But I'm going to say that's what I would think he would be at. He's not going up against a good offense in Tampa Bay. Their offense has been bad this year in general before the trade deadline. And then they trade away Randy Arozarena and Isaac Paredes and other pieces. So, I don't really see Tampa Bay as much of a threat, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, though. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.